Alright, before we get into the video, I'm going to talk to you guys about Futtrading.co.uk, our trading site that's there to help you guys make millions of coins throughout FIFA 22. We've already got people in the Discord that are sitting well over 5 million TP with millions of coins on their account, basically building and trading and doing whatever they want on this game without spending their hard-earned money on FIFA points. So what do you get for your money? Tier 1, £10 gets you access to the low budget area across all platforms. You also get access to our trading areas for chem styles, that's anchors, hunters and shadows. And we've just launched our icon area for you guys. Every single tradable icon is on there to help you guys trade with them and make millions. The access for tier 2 includes fluctuations. This is an area of the site that is incredibly overpowered. It tracks the market 24 hours a day. It shows you the low point on cards, the high point on cards, the average price that card has been at, and gives you guys an ideal price that you guys can go and buy that card at and flip it on for pretty much guaranteed profit. We don't say it lightly when we say you guys will make millions of coins if you utilize it. If you've already subbed, make sure you join the Discord. If you're debating subbing, join the Discord as well. It's completely free and you can talk to website subscribers directly and ask them what they think about the site. But for now, let's get into the video. Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to a new video with me, Fuzzball40. As always, if you're new around here, subscribe down below and make sure your notifications are turned on so you never miss an upload. I'm recording this live on YouTube. I stream on the, well, I've just started again, streaming live on YouTube every morning at about 10 AM. It is subject to change. And in the evenings, I stream at 5:30 PM on Twitch. So if you want to get involved, ask me questions live, see what I do live, that's the best places to go, basically. I do try and answer your guys' questions in the comments, but it's not always possible if I'm really, really busy. So if you want to get involved, that's the place to be. Don't forget, down below, Discord, completely free to join. And if you want to make millions of coins, head to Futtrading. You will make millions. As Greg just did with my chat, he just sold his first icon. But a lot of people keep asking me the same question at the moment: how do I make coins in this market? Now, yesterday I brought a video out, and it was me explaining to you guys about how what you need to look at the market and how you can make coins sort of at 6 PM content drop and X, Y, Z, which is fine. But one thing we need to know about the market right now is it is continually up and down. It isn't just down. People like to say the market keeps crashing. It does drop, but it also does rebound. Just be mindful of that. It doesn't just crash the whole time. It's not been one gigantic avalanche. It has bounced back. So yesterday I bought some icons, let them bounce back because of the panic of the base icon. I did very well from them, about 250, 300k profit from them, which is really, really nice. But what I want to do with you guys today is take you through each of the methods, what you guys can be doing. I'm going to do it myself and show you me setting a few of them on and go from there, basically. So I'll be right back with sort of the methods as we go. I'll see you then. Alright guys, so let's talk about those of you with a low budget at the moment. We're talking 250k and below. Now most people in this game are going to have that. But you can literally start this with very little coins and work your way up. So in terms of quick flipping here, position changes, chem styles, they're really where you're going to make most of your coins. And my sort of usual vibe here is no more than 10% of what you've got. But even still, there's more profit to be made if you spend even less than that, like 2-3% per buy. That's where you guys will make most of your profit. So first thing you can do, like I always say, is flip silvers. Silvers are relatively easy to do. You can either club stock them, but I'm not bothered about this so much at the moment because I've gone over it a million times. But you can either club stock them, and we're looking mainly here at major nations, major leagues if you can. So sort of French League, and you can't really go wrong with any of these guys. You're pretty much guaranteed profit for every single one of these guys here. They will eventually rise in price. We'll see what else we've got here. See if there's a bought. I'll stick these in my club for now and leave them there, right? So these will go up eventually in value. We'll make a profit from those. Let's just buy him. Let's buy Courtier if we can. And we'll buy this guy as well, right? So we'll stick those there. Long-term hold is perfectly fine because there's no risk. But in the short term, you guys should be looking at the likes of strikers that have been converted down to midfielders and midfielders that have been converted up to strikers. The reason for that is those position changes and those chemistry styles, if you can get them, have a value. Cam to CMs like 5,000 coins. Strikers to centre forwards quite pricey. Centre forward to cams quite pricey. All the sort of conversions are quite expensive. But because so many of those cards now don't really get used in teams, they tend to have even more value. So, for an example, Gabriel Jesus. You don't really see him in too many teams anymore, but some people do still use him. He's a perfect sort of card to look at with this. Now, there are lows like this. I can advise you, go on to FootWiz and look up, for example, strikers, Premier League, 82 to, I don't know, 84 rated. And do that for each league and look at them with central midfielders and cams and CDMs. And vice versa, central midfielders. But even a card like Rodrigo, 79 rated card, does it. But Gabriel Jesus, for example, we're going to look at what he is currently selling for, which is basically discard value, not far off that. He's currently at 950 coins, which is fine. We're then going to go and check what he sells for with each of the position changes that we're interested in here. So the first one is Cam. What does he sell for as a Cam? He sells for about 2,500, give or take a little bit more. This one will probably sell first because it's got Hunter on it as well. So Cam is about 2.5 to 2.8. Then we're going to look at central midfielder and see what he's selling for. So 3.7 there is what he is. He's just been listed at 3.7 basically. 4.4, 4,000. So really 3.7, 4,000 is really where you're probably going to find a sale in him. And then again, we'll look at CDM and see what he's selling for CDM. Now I'm going to go and buy that 3.4 because I sold one of these yesterday. In fact, I sold two of these yesterday at 4.2. So we buy these two here because these ones are undercuts on them. We're going to list them for 4.2. Going to list them for a few hours, list them for 3 hours at a time. This guy as well, 4.2. And so you now know there's a massive gap on Gabriel Jesus with Cam, centre mid, CDM. And you can check those prices, okay? You can check those cards easily, every single time. Also want to check what he sells for with a Hunter. Really, really easy. Just get it up and just go, okay, cool, Gabriel Jesus, Hunter. What's he selling for in standard? Because even if Gabriel Jesus is pop with Hunters, there's profit in them. So he's basically double the value of a Hunter. Almost double the value, which is a lot of coins, basically. So your choices here. You can either sit here and snipe Gabriel Jesus and try and get him with a position change on him or whatever it is. But what I would advise you doing is rather than sitting there and trying to snipe up a Gabriel Jesus that comes up. Let me just quickly see where we are. 6.25 here. Cool. Rather than sitting there trying to snipe him, I just get 4 or 5 of these players that you can cycle between as you go. So you might want to look at Anthony Martial, for example. A little bit lower rated, but still good. Have a little look at what he sells for. So we know basically that standardly, again, he's pretty much discard price, okay? Simple as that. They changed his dynamic. I've seen that chat. And then what we're going to do is we're going to look at what he sells for with a Hunter on him. So is there a big difference with a Hunter on him? And as you can see, there's a pretty hefty difference. Again, nearly double the price of a Hunter, which is great. And again, we recheck again and we go, okay, cool. Let's start a CDM this time. What's he selling for with a CDM on him? 3.3 is the cheapest on the market. Been there for a little while. So 3.3, 3.5 is what he's selling for. We'll then check again centre mid. And check what he's selling for. So there you go, 3.7. And we'll then check Cam again. Now, Cams tend to be a little bit cheaper because you haven't got the Cam to CM. But they do tend to do quite well. And again, so you've got a 1.9 there. Cheaper 2.1. So again, so we've now got Martial. And again, you can repeat this. João Felix, Angel Correa, loads of those cards basically. What I'll do is I'll go and buy a few of them and show you to be buying them once I've bought them and list them up and you'll see them sell basically. So we'll do that. So that's low budget. Let's look at mid budget now. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so mid budget, you'll see my coin total's just risen by the way, just on another icon. Mid budget is similar to low budget. They're all sort of similar, except this time you really want to work with, idealistically, special cards. You can work with mid-tier golds, so the likes of Llorente and stuff like that. But my advice to you at the moment, with the market going up and down, is don't really trade with anything that's currently in packs. It's pointless to do that. The more you do that, the more risk you put to yourself. So really what you want to do, hopefully this works. Okay, we are perfect. Is go to FootWiz and look at Team of the Week archive. This is really where you want to play about. Because you've got Team of the Week 7, Rule Breakers Team 1, Team of the Week 6. These are cards that are out of packs, so they only have a certain amount of supply on them. There's not that much supply on them. These are the cards that you want to work with. So let's say, for example, you want to work with Team of the Week 6 to start with, okay? Now, if you're a website subscriber, we have all the prices for you. You don't even need to worry about this. But let's say you're working with Team of the Week 6. You might look at Declan Rice. 12,000 coins, 11,750. And again, you want to repeat that process we just did. The exact same process that we just did with the lower-end cards. And you're going to do it the sort of mid-tier cards. So Declan Rice is a bit more expensive. Again, he's essentially a CDM. So what we're looking for is his price as a standard. So we'll start with the price as standard. So JS is going to be extremely loving this because he's a West Ham fan. So it's about 12k, give or take, for a CDM card. Give or take 12k. We're then going to look again at, his centre mid and see what he's selling for. Because there'll be a little bit of value in this because he's been position changed. So as you can see, CM, a little bit extra value. In fact, there's actually an anchor on that, might be even more value. So I'm actually going to buy this one because it's got an anchor on it, which is decent. I'll show you why once I sell it. It's a CM. Again, the value on a CM is what? 2,500 more coins, which isn't bad at all. Let me just refresh that and see if we get another one. And then we're going to look at Cam and see what he sells for with a Cam on him. And as you can see, the value is even higher. A lot higher, in fact. There might not even be one on the market. Look at that. So the next Cam, 19.5. Nobody's getting 19,500 for him with a Cam. I can tell you that now. But again, you can see there's increased value there with a Cam. And then we're interested in centre forward and striker. So centre forwards, 17,000. Centre forward with a shadow, it's probably about right for him, 17,000. And again, we look at striker too. See what he sells for striker, 18,000. So again, you now know, you can write that down, whatever you want. That's what Declan Rice costs with each of the position changes on him. You can also look for what he sells for with Shadow and Hunters on him. But really, I'd be trying to buy them with chem styles and position changes. So you can see there's a 2,500 coin gap at the moment on Declan Rice for Shadow. And for Hunter, there's give or take. I mean, CDM Hunter, that's pretty decent, to be fair. We'll leave him for now. But that's basically what you're looking at. So you've done Declan Rice, for example, is your first card. You write down his price. Then you might want to look at the team again and go, okay, cool. Is there anyone else I can work with in here? Maybe Oliver Torres is okay. Simeone. See the Simeone here, the 84 rated again. We're going to head back to the game. And we can repeat that process again and keep repeating that process. So again, you might go Simeone. Which one is it? I think... I'm not sure Simeone it is. I'm not going to lie to you. Is it Giuseppe? I think it might be. Giovanni. Let's guess. It is Giovanni. So he's a striker card. So we'll see what he sells for a standard, which is about 12,000 coins, give or take. There you go. And again, we'll just check what he sells for now with a central midfielder card on him. What's he got? CDM. Like, there's not very many of them, which is perfect. Central mid. Again, not many. Cam, 15,000. So again, your arms that knowledge itself for that. So you can sit, bid, snipe, buy all those cards. And you're looking to flip them on within 24 hours. All of these cards within 24 hours. No longer than that. So you want to look for the better deals, flip them on within 24 hours, and instant flip them that way. It's the same process when we talk about icons. Now, anyone that watched my stream yesterday will watch what I did with the icons. I looked for instant flipping on these icons. Anyone that watched it will know that's what we did. Basically, we got a lot of panic in the base icon pack in the code, and it is always a great chance to trade with. If you've got 750k plus, icons are brilliant. They're absolutely sensational, especially when there's panic or when they're going to dip. So the times that icons dip, base icon pack or any sort of content like that. So base icon, even with heroes it drops. Rewards, they always tend to drop with rewards. And 6 PM promo packs whenever there's a promo on, especially on a Friday. So for example, this Nesta you see at 250 here. We'll have a little look and see what he's selling for. So yesterday he dropped. Now the way that you find out what this cards sell for, I will show you in a second. But we're going to get rid of that and that. Going to get rid of that. And we're going to check Nesta now. So you can see, look at how high he is now. Look how high that card got. I saw him for 250. I bought that card for 210 yesterday, and he's climbed. So let me show you on the desktop Nesta as an example. And it's really, really easy. I'll show you the filter in a second, but this is Nesta, for example. So you've got 274, 240, sold prices. Now, on the website, we give you all the sold prices, but look at that. At 852 today, he sold at 240. And he's had a sale before that at 270. So you look at all these prices here and look at 220, 201, 207. I think that was the one I bought, 207. I'm pretty sure I bought that one. You get all the prices and roughly what he's been selling for. And you would have known, for example, that prior to yesterday, this card was 265, 257. He got sold in a panic. And if you look at here now, we got down to 201, 220. These really, really low values that you knew you could buy into. 207. All these values that were way, way lower. You have all the knowledge you need here. So let's say theoretically, you were the sort of person, as we go to stream rather than my hair. You are the sort of person who has got, I don't know, 1 million coins to spend. What you would want to do is go icon. Set your filter maybe to 200k max. And just flick through. And you're looking to get towards the 59th minute. And you just want to check the prices of everything. Now on the website, the prices are there for you. But all you do initially is compare price. Now you'll know this Rui Costa isn't a good deal. It's no more lower than anything else there. Perez will flick through here. And again, 119. There's a 112 there. Okay. So now on the website, if you're a website subscriber, you'll have that price. So you can just check it. But if you're not a website subscriber, you might get Perez up, right? And you might go, Robert Perez, there's a 112. Sold prices. What has he sold for recently? 145, we ignore. That's an anomaly. He's had 120, 125. He had a 173, which I'll probably coin transfer. 122 overnight. 123. So you know that Perez isn't a terrible buy. But what I would do there is add that to my transfer targets and look for an undercut. And I keep flicking through. Closer, 119. Is there anything near that 119 on him at the moment? 116. There's a 116 on Closer. So again, we'll add him to transfer targets. He's got Hunter on him. And we'll repeat that process. We go desktop. We go Closer. And we see what he was selling for overnight. So 87 Closer. Sold prices. To 105, 105, 99. So we know he's actually at the higher end now. He's bounced back. So he was up like 135s at times, 107, 110, 118. We know Closer isn't a good deal, so we leave him alone. and you're only really looking for those superb deals. They're the only deals that you care about. They're the ones that you want to make big coins from. Again, don't forget you can bid on these cards as well. So I know that Vieri can sell for about 125 minimum. So we'll look at him. And you're looking to flip them on basically again within 24 hours. You don't want to hold anything for longer than 24 hours. If you hold it for that long, you're going to get stung. Because 6 PM content is killing people. And that is how you want to trade at this moment in time. Instant flipping stuff, working with what's currently on the market, and ideally working with stuff, especially at a mid-tier, that's either not packed very often, or if it is packed, it's stuff that's got a massive gap between the position changes on it. Special cards specifically, I'd work with out of packs, not in packs. They're the best way to go forward. But anything that's rarer packs, so icons, heroes, they're good to work with, they're fine to work with. But that's how you do it. If you're new around here, make sure you subscribe down below. Make sure your notifications are turned on so you never miss an upload. Check me out on YouTube every morning at 10 AM and Twitch every evening at 5:30 PM. But for now, I'm out. Peace out. I'll speak to you soon.